In spring 2017, a young boy, merely 17 years old, can be seen lifeless on a tall tree, unseen by locals and passers-by for weeks. How did this young man, Mark, end up in such a tragic situation? Mark was raised in Munchen-Gladbach, alongside his parents and three siblings in an apartment building. From an outsider's standpoint, Mark was a typical young boy. He was a fan of cartoons like SpongeBob, showed interest in American cars, and loved climbing. However, behind the confinement of their apartment walls, issues plagued the family dynamic. Mark's mother was semi-paralyzed following a stroke. At this time, Mark was barely 14 years old and had to face adult-like responsibilities, assisting his mother with her daily routine. Heightening the burden on the young boy, Mark's father was a heavily addicted individual with a tendency to violence. This difficult familial situation drew the attention of the Youth Welfare Office. Indeed, Mark's sibling had been removed from the family years ago due to the difficult conditions, only to lose contact with his parents and siblings once he became an adult. By 2014, tension was palpable between the parents. Especially concerning was the behavior of Mark's younger sister. Despite being only 12, she would often spend time with much older men, an issue that caused fret among the household. In their desperation, the parents reached out to a counseling center. The center discovered that a previous restraining order prohibiting Mark's father to be with the family was in place, a restraining order the mother had applied for, but then canceled. The erratic behavior of Mark's father didn't stop there. He would often roam the neighborhood with an iron rod, damaging cars, yelling derogatory remarks, and making threats to the residents. The neighbors initiated a petition to have the family evicted, but these incidents were futile. Although police intervention was regular, Mark's father's actions would briefly improve before worsening. Following one such police intervention, Mark's father proclaimed that the next visit will not be from police officers, but a hearse. Tragically, he was right. Their family issues escalated progressively. On an ill-fated evening of January 2014, an argument about the young sister's companion sparked a night of violence. The father threatened his wife, and Mark defended his mother. Mark's father responded by brutally attacking his wife 33 times using a kitchen knife. Mark's bravery saved his mother momentarily, but his father returned with another knife. Despite being gravely injured himself, Mark was able to make an escape, crying for help. He relayed that his father was out to end his mother's life. Alas, his plea didn't save his mother, as she suffered fatal injuries at the hands of her husband. Mark barely survived the assault and spent significant time undergoing treatment. His father was apprehended at the scene and faced charges of manslaughter. A previous violent incident involving the father, aged 20, attacking his 17-year-old ex-partner emerged during the investigation. He received a homicide conviction, but it proved too late. Mark, now an orphan, faced more hurdles. He was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, fraught with flashbacks, panic attacks, insomnia, and chronic lethargy. Mark's struggle didn't go unnoticed. At the children's home, he was often seen acting out of character. The incident with his father also made him fearful of closed spaces. He regularly ran away from the children's home to spend nights outside. His dependence on drugs and minor theft soon landed him in custody. He sought refuge in trees and roofs, and was often found loitering around the Windberg district. At some point, Mark was refused entry into the children's home and had to fend for himself. His sporadic thefts were mostly to procure food and gifts for his sister. Mark's condition worsened, and he would often skip appointments with the psychiatric clinic. In April 2017, a passerby mistook Mark's body perched on the tree for a doll. Upon arrival, the police confirmed the grim reality. The 17-year-old Mark had been lying dead in the tree for months. His cause of death remained unknown due to the advanced decomposition of his body. The tragic narrative of Mark reminds us that while rare, such stories do exist. The young man, burdened with overwhelming stress, way too early had to fend for himself. The painful tale of Mark acts as a wake-up call to all of us to be vigilant, attentive, and empathic to those around us. Sometimes it's just a listening ear and some comfort that can make a striking difference. This striking story of Mark takes a central place in this narrative. I welcome your views on it in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed the story, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell icon. Your interaction can help to suggest the video to those who have not yet subscribed. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video.